The Taliban reportedly going door to door, searching for Christians and even inspecting phones for Bible apps. The leader of an underground church saying, quote, "The Taliban has a hit list of known Christians they are targeting to pursue and kill. The U.S. Embassy is defunct and there is no longer a safe place for believers to take refuge. All borders to neighboring countries are closed and all flights to and from have been halted with the exception of private planes. People are fleeing into the mountains looking for asylum. They are fully reliant on God, who is the only one who can and will protect them." KT, starting with you, that quote is from a man named Pastor X. He has to use an alias for obvious purposes.
You know, pray for the Christians, because this is how the Taliban's behaving when the world is watching. They're on their best behavior now. When the world stops watching, they are going to take those Christians, particularly Christian women. I think they'll take hostage videos of them. They will torture them. They will do heinous and terrible things. And I think it will only reinforce the sort of incompetence and uncaring nature, not only of the American president, but sadly, of the United States government.
No doubt. Joey, inspecting phones for Bible apps at a time when we know the Taliban has spies and informants everywhere, praying for these Christians indeed. They face a really troubling future.
Absolutely. You know, these are the stories that make it so important for us to look back and say, how did we not have the intelligence to predict the Taliban would bum rush the government this way? And how did we not bring in a strategy to help people at least mitigate these risks for themselves? We might not have been able to solve all these problems for everyone, but to give them lead time to make decisions if they want to leave, to be able to leave, to cover their tracks if that's what they need to do to stay there. That's why intelligence is important. If we accomplish nothing in 20 years, we should have been able to predict this, and that's why it's such an egregious thing to see happening.
It is. And look, Miranda, the Christianity Today article saying that they're having people with girls over the age of 12 put an X on their door, and then they will seize the young girl. And if you hide your young daughter, they will kill your families. This is just heartbreaking.
Look, this is history repeating itself. I mean, if you remember in 2011, when there was the abrupt withdrawal of troops from Iraq, we had the Christian genocide. Yazidi women were sexually enslaved at the rise of ISIS. And again, that was Joe Biden. He was the vice president who Barack Obama put in charge of that troop withdrawal. He thanked Barack Obama for allowing him the honour of presiding over what he called one of, potentially one of the administration's greatest triumphs. So we saw what happened then. It should have been crystal clear that the same thing was going to happen now. It's tragic.
No doubt. My church prayed for the Christians in that country, for the religious minorities, for the Afghans. I urge all of you too, and if you want to help, you can go to Global Catalytic Ministries. They have a goal of raising $500,000 between now and 9/11 to help 1,500 families. More outnumbered in just a moment.